Good morning, my people. Good afternoon and good evening. We are here again with another interesting information concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this one is coming from his U.S. lawyer, Bruce Fein. He is here he's at it again. He is writing the new UK High Commissioner, the guy that came. Yeah, because he noticed that Katrina Lang was not somebody that he can reckon with. You know, she has a very wicked spirit and does not want to do anything with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Kanu exposed all her dirty games against Biafrans and against Nigerians. So she backed Kanu like she doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't want to say anything concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, personal issues or perhaps national issues, I don't know. But then that woman is a no-go area concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. But now Bruce Fein has seized an opportunity to write the new High Commissioner of British government to Nigeria. So Bruce Fein, the International Council and spokesman for Nnamdi Kanu, leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, has written to the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Dr. Richard Montgomery, over the continued detention of his client. Kanu has been in detention since his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria from Kenya in June 2021. Fein, who is based in the United States of America, noted that despite the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention declaration that Kanu's incarceration is illegal in July 2022, the Nigerian government has refused to release him. Sahara reporters had reported that the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention issued an opinion finding that Kanu's detention violated 16 international human rights covenants in July 2022. It consequently asked the government to release him and pay him reparation, but President Muhammadu Buhari's administration has ignored the position of the UN Working Group. However, Fein, in a letter dated April 18, 2023, accused the United Kingdom of failing to protect one of its citizens, Kanu, who has dual citizenship. Fein's letter to Montgomery is titled "Release of Nnamdi Kanu from Flagrantly Illegal Indefinite Detention Declared by the UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention," comparing how the United States handled the case of the Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, who was arrested by Russian authorities on patently bogus charges of espionage. To Kanu's situation, Fein berated the UK for its inaction. He said United States Secretary of State Tony Blinken declares the reporter a wrongly detained person, which triggers aggressive United States measures to obtain Mr. Gershkovich's release from a nation processing nuclear weapons. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, is kidnapped and tortured in Kenya, following by extraordinary rendition to Abuja, Nigeria. There, Mr. Kanu is illegally detained and deprived of the necessary medical care for nearly 2 years. His visitors report Mr. Kanu's deteriorating condition, including recurrent vomiting. The United Nations Working Group of Arbitrary Detention issued an authoritative opinion on July 20, 2022, finding Mr. Kanu's incarceration violates 16 Juscoin provisions of international rights human covenants, The working group demands Mr. Kanu's immediate and unconditional release and reparation. The Nigerian government stands in contempt of the working group's directive. Yet the United Kingdom idles like a spectator to murder in plain view. Mr. Kanu has suffered and continues to suffer on a scale far worse than Mr. Geskovic's maltreatment by Russia. Nigerians' criminal illegal action against Nnamdi Kanu, including kidnapping and torture, are more atrocious than Russia's detention of reporter Geskovic. Fenn referenced a report by one of the Kanu's lawyer, Maxwell Opara, who narrated his experience during a visit to the separatist leader in detention facility of Department of State Services in Abuja on Thursday, April 13, 2023. Opara has said Kanu looked so tired and complained of weakness of body, chest pain, and nausea, and that he needs a medical specialist. While we were discussing, he cut off our discussion and rushed into the restroom and started vomiting, he narrated. Referring to Opera's account, Fenn said the British government is saddled with a moral and legal duty to condemn Nigerian government publicly and categorically for its past and continued criminal abuse of a United Kingdom citizen and demand immediate compliance with the United Nations Working Group authoritative ruling. Appeasement did not work at Munich. It will not work in Abuja, he added. He noted that House of Commons Foreign Affairs Committee recently published a report recounting the UK's multiple dereliction over Kanu's illegal detention. He wrote, the report recommended, among other things, that whereas the case of Nnamdi Kanu, there is a UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention opinion that a detention of UK citizens is illegal. The FCDO, Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, assumes that the case will not be judged in line with international standard and should respond accordingly. The government should, as a matter of practice, promote public acceptance of the opinion of the working group. Contrary to the committee's report, however, the BHC has done nothing to promote the working group's opinion demanding the immediate and unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu and repatriation. The BHC has neglected to warn UK citizens against visiting Nigeria. The BHC has neglected to publicly protest Nigerian contempt for the working group's the directives. Okay, that's what Fenn is saying at this point in time. Fenn, thank you for coming up again for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God will not allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die in the hands of his enemies. God knows that he has so many enemies because he's saying the truth. Well, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is only God that will see you through and will be able to reward you of all your kindness towards your people. You are dying for promises. You are not dying because of your own thing. Rather, you are dying for others. Just like in the case of Jesus Christ, who died for sinners. Indeed, Biafrans are sinners, but you say they deserve to live right. They deserve to live well. Yes, they deserve the best. That what they are getting is nothing to compare to what they should get, and therefore you are giving your life for Biafrans, and yet many do not understand what you are going through. Many have rejected Biafrans even. Many can't even say it publicly. Many are so afraid to be reckoned with you because they tagged you terrorists, which you are not. It's a pity this is a place that terrorists are being treated very well and honorably, but freedom fighters are treated like criminals. That's what we have found ourselves. It's God that will intervene in this whole thing. God bless you, Kano. God bless Bruce Wayne. God bless Biafrans. God bless freedom fighters. God bless and keep you. Thank you.